A month ago, my ex best friend, texted me that he wanted to know if she was cheating. What's going on once again, everybody? Welcome to the channel. If you are new to the channel, I invite you to subscribe. Welcome and good to have you. If you are a returning viewer, good to see you again. Many guys think they're slick and they think they're machos. Oh, I'm the man. I got women. I have women. No, man, you don't. You really don't. I can promise you, when that girl saw you, she said to herself, I'm going to sleep with him. I'm going to let him taste this cat. It's nothing you said, it's nothing you did. She decided that. She wanted that. And this is a perfect example in this story. This guy thought he was being slick. He thought he was being smart by betraying his best friend who entrusted him so much that he made him the best man at his wedding. And you went and stabbed him in the back. And he's gonna learn for that. The same woman that he thought he got, it's the same one who's going to betray him. And I always tell you guys this, the same way you got her, it's the same way you're going to lose her. Remember that. Let's get into the story here. My fiance cheated with best man. 2 years ago, I, male, 30, was scheduled to get married to the love of my life, female, 28. The love of your life, So you thought. 3 weeks to my wedding, I suddenly noticed that my fiance was always on her phone. That's a bad sign. It's a really bad sign, and it's a good thing you're catching that early. Always chatting or discussing with random men, which she always claimed were just friends. No, 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 no. There's no such thing as just friends. That's not the way we think. Us men, we don't think like that. The only way we can become truly friends with a woman is after we hit. Once we hit, we get that barrier off and out of the way, then we can be just friends. Until then, we're not friends. We are not friends. And women know that. It's something that they know. But they're always trying to mislead you and let you think that these guys are just friends. Oh, they don't want anything to do with me. They're lying, man. They're lying. They know. They know that. And if your girl says, oh, he's just my best friend, we've been friends since this many years and stuff like that, most likely, if they're just friends like that, most likely he hit in the past. Because there is no way we guys are going to stay friends with a girl without hitting. No way. We're not doing that. Or at least I'm not doing that. Women practice this behavior for many reasons. And the primary reason is disrespect. She has no respect for you. When she's talking to so many guys in front of you, she just know she has no respect for you. She doesn't respect you. And some of the other reasons is that she's making sure she has another guy to fall back on if ever you both doesn't work out. These are the primary two. I was with a girl like that, claiming she has a lot of guy friends. I let it coast, just watching, just watching, observing, and everything. I knew exactly what I was gonna do. And long story short, the last thing she did after we talked, she decided to go back on dating apps and claiming, oh, I'm just talking to those guys because, it's just social media. I'm like, no, this is not social media. I mean, I knew fully what I was doing. You can call it, this was a scientific experiment, an observation. And I let her go for a while because I wanted to see the end results. And after I cut off, after I walked away from her, years later, guess what she's doing? She is still on these dating apps, seeking monogamy, seeking relationships. The best thing you can do, fellas, the best thing you can do, gentlemen, walk away. Listen, man, I'll tell you what. A lot of time, the girls that you're with, when you walk away from them, there is nothing out there for them. She won't get anything out there except pipes. That's what she's going to receive. And you there, you trying to make something work with her. She thinks she's better than you. I can promise you, once you walk away, there's nothing she's going to get except pipe. Remember that, man. He says, things got so bad she never even had time for me. At this crucial time in our relationship, this really affected me emotionally as I began to have second thoughts about the wedding. Makes sense? I always had to wonder who she was always discussing with online and meeting behind me. I said, F it, I'm going to trust her. All week I reminded myself, you have to trust her. Nobody, we do not blindly trust people. No, 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 no. I don't do that, bro. I do not trust people like that. No. You have to prove yourself to me for me to trust you. That's something you guys should never do. Blindly trust somebody, especially your wife, especially your woman. Do not blindly trust her. That's not going to work. She has to prove herself to you. If it's not there, you don't have a relationship. And that's the part of relationship I do not like. And I'm not willing to do it. Because on both parties, you have to constantly think about somebody, what he might be doing behind your back and what she might be doing behind your back. See, I don't have to put up with that. And I'll tell you guys this. The thing about me, I'm very simple. I live a very simple life, a stress-free life. I've been single for years now, and I'm not going to change that. Reason why? The moment I have to question myself about trusting you, about what you might be doing behind my back, at this point, you're no longer a part of my life. I cut you off. You gotta go. Because what this is doing to me, it's making me stressful. We're not doing that. You're gone. I don't have to question myself being with you. If I have to do that, you're gone. I cut you off, you're gone. You out. Out. He says, I was too afraid to let myself believe something was wrong. When you're dealing with people, something will always go wrong. Always. You just have to plan ahead how you're going to manage it. Always. And as a man, you have to always stand your ground. Always. 2 weeks later, I was scheduled to give a presentation to a bunch of IT students about functionality of spyware on laptops and how to use this spyware to monitor all activities on a laptop. So I decided to infect my laptop with this spyware to show the student how this worked. Totally legal. A day before my presentation, my wife approached me claiming her laptop crashed and she needed to keep in touch with her friends online. That's a good thing for you, man. Good thing. I'm glad this happened. I'm really glad. You never give me attention. Anyways, so there is no way I am going to give her my laptop. I remember having this thought in my head. Then a light bulb came on in my head. Why not give her my laptop? After all, it's mine. I knew fully well my device had this spyware functionality on for the demonstration. So it was a golden chance to have to peep into who she was always chatting with. This was completely legal as it was my laptop and not hers. I had always promised myself never to use my ability to ever snoop in on whatever she was up to. But I told myself I was probably overthinking things, and this was my chance to prove myself right. I gave her the laptop. Yeah, I mean, I understand people need privacy and stuff like that, but when you're married to someone, when you're with someone, you live in the same house, this privacy thing is over. Nah, we're not doing that. If you have to have privacy while I'm married with you, then you need to go live on your own. You're not living in my house. That's not gonna work. And I understand how you never used your ability to snoop on what she was up to, but this is the golden opportunity. I'm glad you took it. Good for you, man. 15 minutes later, all the communications on my laptop were being sent to a remote database, meaning I could remotely access all the messages going in and out of my laptop, which happened to include the messages of whoever was using my laptop. Let me cut the crap. I was reading her messages. Oh man, she had no idea what she was messing with. She had no clue. And this is the thing about us IT guys. I worked IT. I'm a computer guy. You don't mess with us. If we don't want to find out something, it's because we don't want to, not because we can't. We have the ability to find out. If you hear a dog barking in the background, I apologize. My neighbor let the dog out and it's chaos. But we're gonna keep going. I have to finish this recording. 1 minute, nothing happened. 5 minutes, just a few chat with the girls. 10 minutes, DICK pic. Did you have enjoy yesterday night? But she said she was at work. Yes, I did, she replied. Wait, was someone else using my laptop? Or I made a mistake in the remote setup programming. I picked to see her on the kitchen counter still typing. I missed you so much. 30 minutes in, it got so worse, I already knew who she was sleeping with. Mark, my best friend and best man. I had only ever seen things like this in movies or projects exposures. How could they both stoop so low? Well, they're both pieces of you know what. SOBs, man. To cut the story short, the wedding did not hold. That experience shaped the direction my career went. I promised them, I promised myself, if heartbreak ever came calling again, that I would never, ever be caught short of a story. Everything you read or hear about my life, whether good or bad, enduring or embarrassing, is me making good on that promise. Because if I ever have to watch my hard work and dedication vanish before my eyes again, I might as well have a life story worth watching. And for those of you wondering what happened to the smart little cheater, they got married. Yes, her and my best man. Mark is one of those guys who you guys might think are good people to you, good friends and everything. But this kind of people, this kind of guys, behind your back, oh man, they're tearing you. And as you can see in his story here, Mark tapping his girl behind his back. And at the same time, when they're hanging out, laughing, joking with him, and having a bite, having a drink with him. He's a true SOB, man. He's a pieces of you know what. A month ago, my ex best friend, texted me that he wanted to know if she was cheating. Oh man, karma came for him. Look at this. Now he's reaping his benefit. He's reaping exactly what he sowed. Oh man, glad. And he wanted me to be the one to find out the irony of life. Yes, I agree, man. I agree. See, he thought he was doing something smart. He thought that the girl was cheating on you with him, but he did not projected that she would be doing the same thing on him. Like I said in the beginning, guys, the same way you get her is the same way you're going to lose her. It's always happened. We've always known this. Always. Somebody says, your ex best friend is an absolute moron. A wife that sleeps with her husband best man has absolutely no morals. Same obviously goes for him. Yes, I absolutely agree. An affair is bad enough. Then he actually marries her? Yeah, he's a dumbass. After seeing what she did to you and being the guy she did it with, I wouldn't respond to him. I wouldn't respond to him at all. Don't want any of that stupidity to rub off on me. Bro, I hope you are doing good nowadays, and thank you for sharing your story. She seemed like a really loser of a person. You totally deserve a better girl that will love you for you. And oh my God, the last thing you wrote, your ex best friend asked you to help him to see if she is cheating on him. That is so ironic that it left a metallic taste in his mouth. Friends and lovers can change so much even if you think you know everything about them. That is true. Hey, I apologize if you hear some noise in the background. I had to finish this recording because I have something else to do. But anyway, as always, thank you for checking out the video. Comment below, let us know what you think. Subscribe to the channel, like the video on your way out, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.